People confuse intelligence with dominance, but true dominance isn't loud, it's silent. It's the calm mind that sees 10 moves ahead while everyone else reacts to the moment. Welcome back to Waves of Clarity. I'm Alex Vantage, and today I'm giving you the blueprint. 5 rules that will teach you how to outsmart anyone, not through arrogance, not through deceit, but through awareness, composure, and strategic clarity. Because when you master these 5, people stop arguing with you and start aligning with you.
Rule number 1. Prepare like a detective. The power of hidden knowledge. Most people walk into conversations blind, hoping for luck. You will walk in armed, knowing exactly what everyone in that room wants. Preparation is your first layer of dominance. It's quiet, invisible, but absolute. Start by mapping 3 things. 1. Their goal. What do they truly want? Not what they say, but what they need. 2. Their fear. What are they trying to avoid? And 3. Their pattern. How do they usually react when challenged? When you understand those 3, you already own the conversation before it starts. Example. Imagine a negotiation. The other person talks about price, but their real fear is risk. You mention reliability, proof, reassurance. Suddenly, they relax, and you control the tone.
Power isn't in shouting the loudest, it's in seeing the map when others only see the maze. Every interaction is a puzzle. The person who collects the pieces first wins without fighting. Rule number 2. Control your state, control the room. Let me tell you something powerful. People mirror your emotional state. If you're anxious, they get defensive. If you're calm, they lean in. Your ability to stay centered under pressure is a psychological weapon. Here's how to use it. Before entering any high-stakes situation, interview, confrontation, negotiation, do this. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 8. Do it 3 times. You'll drop your heart rate, slow your thoughts, and sound grounded, even if you're nervous inside. Then when tension rises, pause. Don't rush to fill silence. Silence unnerves people. They'll reveal more than they intend to. When attacked, don't defend. Ask. Interesting point. Can you explain what makes you see it that way? That single question turns aggression into analysis, and analysis is your territory. The calmest voice wins because it represents control, and control, not force, is the language of dominance. Rule number 3. Ask surgical questions, the art of precision influence. When you make statements, people argue. When you ask questions, people think, and thinking is where you win them. The best minds don't lecture, they dissect. Ask questions that expose gaps in logic like, what's the evidence for that? Or, how would this decision look in 6 months? Or, if the opposite were true, what would that mean? Each question pushes people deeper into reflection, and that's where they start realizing you're leading the thought process. But remember, the tone matters more than the words. Ask with genuine curiosity, never sarcasm. Your calm curiosity is what disarms their defenses. Example, someone challenges your idea. That'll never work. You respond, what part of it worries you the most? Now, they're no longer your opponent, they're your informant. A sharp question is like a scalpel, small, silent, precise. It doesn't destroy, it reveals. And revelation is power.
Let's get real for a second. You can't claim to be unbothered if everything triggers you. Being calm isn't about pretending. It's about understanding your triggers and deciding who controls them. If someone criticizes you and you explode, you've just handed them the remote to your emotions. Ask yourself, why does this bother me? Is it because it's true? Or because it touches an insecurity you haven't healed yet? Every trigger points to a wound. Heal the wound, and the trigger disappears. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. You can love people deeply and still remain detached from their chaos. You can listen without absorbing. You can care without carrying. Imagine being in a storm, rain falling, thunder echoing, but you're standing under a solid roof. The storm is real, but it can't touch you. That's detachment. And the more detached you become, the less anyone's opinion can disturb your peace. There's a story about a monk who was insulted by a soldier. The soldier shouted at him, cursed him, tried to provoke him. The monk smiled and said, "If someone gives you a gift and you don't accept it, to whom does it belong?" The soldier froze. The monk said, "Then I do not accept your anger." That is mastery. That is the state of being truly unbothered. You don't fight noise with noise. You outgrow it. In this world, people think power means control. Controlling others, controlling outcomes. But real power is internal. It's control over yourself. Power is staying calm when you could explode. It's staying kind when others are cruel. It's walking away when your ego wants revenge. Because peace is the highest form of strength. Peace isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. Every day, life will test you. People will test you. But each moment is a choice. React or remain calm. Get pulled into chaos or stay centered. You won't always get it right, and that's okay. Every time you choose peace, you get stronger. Every time you stay silent instead of defensive, you build resilience. Let's put it all together. You don't absorb negativity. You observe it. You respond with silence, not reaction. You seek peace, not validation. You protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. This is the mindset of the unbothered, unshaken, unmoved, uncontrolled. The world doesn't need more angry people. It needs calm ones. People who can think clearly when others lose control. People who can bring peace into chaos. When you become unbothered, you don't just change your mood. You change the energy of every room you walk into. That's real influence. That's real power. In the end, remember this. Peace isn't found by escaping people. It's found by mastering yourself among them. You'll know you've grown when people can't shake you anymore. When their words lose weight. When their judgment sounds like background noise. That's when you'll feel it, the quiet confidence of being untouchable. Stay calm, stay grounded, stay unbothered. That question shifts the story from confrontation to collaboration, all within a second. Control the story, and you control the storm. Because every argument is just two people fighting for who defines the narrative. Win the frame, and you win the outcome before it begins.
Rule number 5. Build credibility fast. The shortcut to influence. Dominance without trust is intimidation, and intimidation collapses fast. Credibility is the glue that makes influence last. Start with proof. Give one specific result, not a vague claim. For example, instead of saying, I'm experienced. Say, I've managed projects that increased efficiency by 28%. Then add consistency. When your words and actions match over time, people follow you without question. You become predictable in a world full of chaos. And that's rare power. And finally, use humility. People trust confidence, but they respect confidence with restraint. Never oversell. Let your clarity do the heavy lifting. Credibility isn't built with charisma. It's built with proof. Every promise kept is a brick in your empire of influence. Now, here's the real secret. Each of these 5 rules is powerful on its own, but when combined, they make you unstoppable. Here's how they work together. 1. You prepare like a detective, so you always enter with information leverage. 2. You control your state, so no one can emotionally hijack you. 3. You ask surgical questions, so you lead with precision, not pressure. 4. You control the frame, so the world sees things from your perspective. 5. You build credibility, so your influence feels natural, not forced. Do this enough times, and dominance stops being effort. It becomes your baseline. You won't chase control anymore. You'll radiate it. The world doesn't belong to the loudest. It belongs to the clearest. People who know what they want, stay calm under pressure, and move with quiet precision. You don't need to manipulate anyone. You just need to be impossible to manipulate. Remember, smart beats loud. Calm beats furious. Prepared beats surprised. I'm Alex Vantage, and this is Waves of Clarity. Stay grounded, stay aware, and as always, move through life with calm dominance.